Hello, hello, hello! Hey, Seth. We're not playing Dragon Quest. We are playing Disco Elysium. Yeah, another Saturday. Hey, Travis. Hope you're doing well. Um, I'm doing all right. Braved the yeah, that's pretty much the theme of the game. Um, Oh, awesome on the streak there, Seth. Thank you very, very much. Um, but yeah, uh, today relatively smooth. Did all of my Thanksgiving grocery shopping this morning. Made sure to get there as early as humanly possible to avoid the inevitable crowds. I'm glad about that. Hey, and thank you, Travis, as well. Awesome. You guys are far too generous. Um, but yeah, let's get into it. Let's turn the music back up. Ba-boo, and hit continue. Alright, so our room looks better, and we're just a little more shot than last. Newly replaced glass, shining in the morning light. Hear traffic outside, back in the world again. Jerry player's been reunited with its right speaker. Look, the door is open. You can walk right into Kim's room now. Ooh. See, gleaming white enamel. No bottles inside. Nice place, Kim. Set is alarm set for 6:50.
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You make out notes on this and other recent cases.
All right.
I had Garth open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night.
Thank you for keeping this thing alive a little longer.
It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. We both got lucky, considering the odds we faced. Let's go?
All right. Medicinal supplies in the cupboard. Mercurychrome, scalpel, antibiotics.
The bathroom mirror has been wiped completely clean. You see the reflection of your face in the mirror, even now adorned with the expression.
Well, let's brave it. Ugh, leg hurts. Maybe you don't try to run, it'll be okay? Yeah, I can imagine, getting shot. Not the greatest thing. Looks like she left something on the table.
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note, a few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
A gift.
Then looks at the staircase suspiciously, looking for signs of another presence in the shadows above. Seems she left in a hurry.
It's hardly surprising.
What do you think this gift is?
I am not drawing my gun. Yet. But I don't like gifts.
Relax. Not everyone is out to trap you.
Red thread, made of nylon, leads out the room and onto the roof. Oh! This is a shot angle.
Yes?
She's made around 4 months of payments for this room.
The medicine cabinet is empty. Not even a toothbrush. Pity.
Really clean this out.
Mm-hmm. She certainly had her priorities straight when she was packing.
Yeah. Hey, Gart.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
I did, thank you. Big improvement.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire.
Well,
Defended may be putting it a bit generously, though. I had a great view of you doing nothing to stop those psychopaths. Then I crawled inside. Bullets started flying. Anyway.
He really wants you to realize that he was also on the balcony looking by. In the danger zone, so to say.
I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now. This establishment supports cops. The stay is free, the drinks are not. It just felt I needed to specify that.
Understandable. Where'd everyone go?
Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
Yeah. Where were you when it happened?
Where was I? How do you think I know the crazy shit you pulled off out there? I was there, out on the balcony, protecting my establishment.
Alright.
So, yeah, I guess I'm what you call a badass.
Yeah, baddest of asses, absolutely.
It really took courage. Don't pick at him.
Just nods stoically, yeah. Like meets like.
He nods back at you, even more stoically.
Nice.
Just two badass men nodding stoically.
Awesome.
Make that three. The lieutenant is nodding too, hands crossed.
So what happened to the man with the sunglasses?
I don't remember everyone who comes here, and many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Must be a fad.
Alright, thanks.
No problem. They'll come back. They always do.
Bye. Bright glazed shrink minus
Hi,
diploma.
gendarme. Another rendezvous.
Oh, yeah. You're here.
I am. So are you. What brings you here?
Yeah, met your Sunday friend.
You did. And how did you like him?
Didn't like him as much as I like you.
Ah, shoot. Why not?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you.
What about me, gendarme?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
Yeah, I'm here to kick some ass and solve the case I'm working on.
Well, here's to you.
Yeah, thanks. Forget about the muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
Was he alone?
Yes, but He was speaking to someone on his earpiece,
Ah, what was he saying?
just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
Ah, what do he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Bald? What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
Believed you?
Why shouldn't he?
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
Your Sunday friend, the witness.
No, I don't think it came up.
Besides muscular, do you have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries.
He probably was.
He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Thanks for the information.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
What is it about the way he carries himself?
It's the sports. He's a sports guy, all about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
What is our composure? Yeah, we got nothing on that. We got 3 skill points. Yeah, we could use some of that. I hope it doesn't come up, but you know what? Probably need some better hand-eye coordination. So, tonight's drink, I decided to, try some, berry lemonade yerba mate, or probably yerba mate, more accurately, but I'm just going to say yerba mate, because that sounds fun. Yeah, it's not bad. Actually, the aftertaste is
Hi again,
much
gendarme.
better.
Could he be a member of the homosexual underground?
Probably.
Yes, this man is definitely one of the homos. I've seen them homos with my own eyes. Just pointing it out. We're not talking about some kind of cult with members here. You made it up.
You part of the homosexual underground?
The homosexual underground?
His eyes wide to be a surprise. Honey's smile lingers on his lips.
Why, yes, I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate?
Yes, I want to hear more about the homosexual underground you're a part of.
Oh, it's a pleasure group. A sub rosa pleasure group congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday night. Sometimes even Friday night.
Ah, what about Thursday night, though?
Or Thursday night. Sometimes the congregating doesn't even end. It carries on into our daily life.
Oh, but why do you convene? What do you do?
Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning, the last things people in Rebishol have to hold on to, the true symbols of security, the meaning of man and woman, mother and father, their marriage. Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore.
Does it have anything to do with disco?
Yes, we listen to a lot of disco. Some say we engineered disco to spread our vision of a vertiginous, ever-changing society, where all there is a razzle-dazzle of gold. We are going to change the family unit with all this razzmatazz and finger dancing. And with mysteries. Of course, the mysteries are also of sexual nature, very esoteric.
I do like disco. Maybe I should get into it.
You can't just get into it. You have to be born into it. One is either already in the homosexual movement or forever excluded from it.
What if I can't remember if I'm in or not? What if I can't remember anything about my life, aside from the fact that I like disco?
Beautiful. beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows, maybe you were homosexual in the past. Maybe all of that has been repressed.
Mm.
I have to say that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here look.
Yeah. This is going to be like a 24-hour mind project for me. 20 hours at least.
Absolutely wonderful.
A man like you can figure out his sexuality in a working day. It won't be 20 hours unless you want to enter the heightened realms of the phantasme erotique afterwards. It may be 20 hours or more, but that would be on your own time.
Right.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
We're going to definitely internalize that.
Seeing you approach, the bruised man clenches his fists.
Hey, Duroc, thanks for the subscription. You are awesome.
Oh, it's you. Didn't think we'd see you walking anytime soon. Elaine, look. It's the cowardly cop.
Yeah.
Huh? What?
Our condolences for your losses.
Is he okay?
Does he look like he's okay?
He does not. His unshaven face is almost grey, and he reeks of piss, sweat, and booze.
Yeah, post-traumatic stress disorder is not good.
While still alive, he has abandoned his own body to decomposition.
How badly was he hurt?
He wasn't. That's the thing. Titus, Theo, Dennis, Angie, they're all gone. But he got away without a scratch.
There's nothing left. Nothing.
He has lost the will to live.
Mm.
It's survivor's guilt. He feels like he should have died with the others. He may kill himself if he doesn't find a new purpose, or else go on in this way. Not dead, but not really living either.
You'll get over it. That's not the best thing to say. This is terrible. I don't think I could go on living like this. I don't think I want to continue that idealization. I mean, I don't want to be the hard ass, but out of these three responses, I think this is the best one. Shit's tough, but you gotta get up your ass and finish this.
What?
Creno, Wild Pines, all the people responsible for the deaths of your friends. You're just gonna leave it like that?
Sons of bitches.
No, something miss. He sinks down the table and a benevolent smile spreads across his face.
Was this really the best idea? I guess you may have prolonged his existence a bit, if he can still remember this when he sobers up.
If you think this will keep him from offing himself, I'll make sure to remind him. So far, I've just been pouring whiskey in him to keep him sedated.
So what's gonna happen to the Hardy Boys now that Titus is dead?
Titus is fucking dead.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen to the Hardy Boys? Look around you, man. This shit is done. There are no more Hardy Boys.
You two are just gonna go back to hauling containers in the harbor?
No, man. I don't know. I guess the Union will still be policing the neighborhood, but who's gonna do it now?
Oh, thank you very much. I try my best. Yeah, I'm not going to butt myself into a place that I know nothing about. Elaine is not in the best place for it, but Tibbs, he isn't here. I don't know about his skills, but Eugene's got some stuff. He's helping Elaine, and he's definitely got passion. So you know what? Eugene.
Me? No, man. I'm not a leader. You know, Titus only recruited me because I play the guitar. Said the team could use the morale boost.
If any of them had leadership capacity beside Titus, it's him. Keep encouraging him.
You can do it. Eugene Boys has quite the ring, doesn't it?
What? Fuck no. If I'd stay, we'd keep the name to honor Titus.
Mm-hmm. It's a noble thought. You're gonna do all right. No one's born to lead.
Titus was, but thanks for the vote of confidence. If I don't stick around, it's all over. So, I guess I sort of have to now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know, you got this. You got this.
Yeah.
I haven't got shit, Al.
There's something there. A germ of determination. He knows he has no choice but to rise to the occasion.
Nice.
This is not completely ludicrous. Him and Titus were the only detectives of the bunch. Titus more, but Eugene at least knew how to think alone.
So, what happened to Kalesh?
Damn songbird of misery, that one.
Yeah.
And do you have any information on this songbird of misery?
God said she took off sometime before the firefight. That's all. Trying to remember if there was anything. Oh, yeah. He said she seemed to be in a real hurry.
I'd imagine. Well, take care, guys.
Yeah, you too. It's a rough world out there. It's not easy being a cop. We were too hard on you.
Nah.
Both of you. We shouldn't have fucked with you like we did. You got between us and a lot of bullets in that fight. Matinees owes you one.
That's kind of you to say. Take care of your friend, okay?
I will. You take care of yours.
Thanks.
A sharp pain shoots up your side and into your stomach. You must not look too good. Luckily, it passes.
Yay, ow. How goes it? It's all about money, you know. Yeah, follow the money. Un jour sera de retour prestatoire.
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil.
One day I'll return to your side.
This was Cindy the Skull.
Looks like Cindy the Skull finally found the words for her masterpiece.
The lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with his finger.
Looks like it. Yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday.
Smell heavy fuel oil.
And blood. Some of it is even yours.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
What are you trying to imply, Fingers?
You could buy some smokes, light up a ciggy and throw it in there. You know, just to see what happens. See if it's flammable. It's better that way. Safer.
I'm good. Well, it's been a few days. We probably should check in.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pick up the radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Precinct 57, we've been attacked. I repeat, Lieutenant Kim Kutsuragi and...
Something is wrong. Only static hisses through the speaker.
Hello?
No reply. Only the mindless drone of static crawling through the air.
It's been this way for a while now. My guess is the Union is listening in on our conversations. and jamming outward communications to protect themselves from Cronel. It only happens when someone mentions the attack. The rest is unaffected. Our best bet is to carry on like nothing happened. That is, if we don't want us cut off the grid completely.
Is that dangerous?
No more dangerous than stepping between 3 armed mercenaries and 8 Union men, I hope. I don't like it either, but that's the way it is. The street seems safe enough to me. If anything, taking out the mercs made things calmer. For now.
Yeah.
You can try calling again. Just don't mention the tribunal. And remember, they are listening in.
All right.
Everything sounds okay. No drumbeat of total war yet. If anything, everything sounds too okay. In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
Okay, I thought I did that, but I guess I didn't do it to the game specification.
You see the same two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman, only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the cupboard on the wall.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
Mm-hmm.
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of locations in Martinez, B prime, B double prime, and B triple prime.
Where's the thread lead?
It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof. B triple prime. The island in the bay.
How'd she know how to do this?
She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass.
She had a long time to think about it after, standing on that roof, staring at the glass.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her?
Oh, it's just her way of saying she's sorry.
I find that hard to believe. But at this point, what difference does it make?
She trying to tell us the shot came from the islet?
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point.
Ruins on the islet, sunken sea fort. Saw it with the coin-operated viewer.
The lieutenant looks out the window and onto the bay.
It's also a location we have yet to rule out.
So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
Seem unenthusiastic.
I just haven't gotten a lot of sleep these past few days.
Yeah.
He doesn't really believe this will yield anything.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. Must be something else we missed.
No, there's nothing else. How do we get there? Joyce Messier had her sloop, but she's gone.
Lillian, the net picker? She's tarring her boat.
Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
And we're at 70 experience points. Not bad. go to the island. Let's see here. Map wall. Boats floating freely in the water unmoored. God damn it, I just bought that net.
Officer, what happened? You're wounded. Why are you wounded? You look terrible.
I was shot.
She sounds almost disappointed with you, reprimanding you for falling and hurting your knee.
Some people hurt me.
Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There
Yeah.
was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
I also got shot in the chest.
That's nothing to brag about, officer.
It's not serious. He'll be okay.
I guess I got a question for you.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
3%, nah. We need to get to the island.
That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
What's on the island? I saw some kind of ruins on with the binoculars.
Used to be some kind of fortification there before the war. For the communards. An anti-aircraft gun, I think. Bombed to bits in the landing. I haven't been there myself. Always steered clear of it.
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
So you haven't been there yourself. Who has, if not you?
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies. Always seemed like a bad place to drink to me. People died there during the landing, you know. My mother told me.
Yeah.
This must be one of the many fortifications that was used in the dying days of the revolution against coalition forces before they took this city.
The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do, on rafts. I tell them not to, but they bring back old bullet casings and such.
Which kids?
The twins.
Oh.
God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge.
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place before we go? Would that be alright?
Be my guest. They have a strange way of talking. See if you can get anything useful out of them. I seldom do.
So, 2 days of sunshine. I just got a bacterial infection.
I'm sad to hear that. Take care of that with Ether, will you? Don't get too many RCM men round here. Be sad to lose the first one.
That's cool. You boast in your bacterial infection.
Anything else I should know about getting there?
Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut your boat if you're not careful. Be sure to enter from the south side. Water's deep there.
Right.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Can we borrow your boat?
If you promise to bring it back. And no scraping the hull. I just got it nice and yellow. And no drinking on the boat. And no joyriding either.
Right.
Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two. Official police business.
Aye.
Not log attentively.
The crow's feet disappear from the corners of her eyes. as she smiles at you.
Thank you. We'll use your skiff to get there, then.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
Yep, be seeing you. So the twins sometimes go there. Hey, kiddos.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Okay, kids, you've been to that island, right?
On that island?
Yeah, that's the one. Need to know what's there.
That's, nothing. It's just a seafort and some plants. You can take a raft there. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
And we make a fire. We make a fire.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Gather the sticks for the fire. And bullets. Or not real bullets, empty bullets.
I'd rather you be playing with empty shell casing than live ammo. That's good.
Bullet shells. There are a lot of them left over from the war.
Yeah,
This
Seth.
could be important.
What then?
There are lights. The fire guy comes and asks us to put the fire out.
The fire
They
guy.
must mean a human being on that island, but it's cut off.
Someone lives on the island.
No.
Oh.
Yes.
Let's go with yes.
Why is he the fire guy?
Because he asks to put the fire out.
Why does he ask you to put the fire out?
I don't know. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like people to be there. You shouldn't go. Yes.
And something about lights?
I don't know.
Did you mean there are electrical lights?
Yes.
Oh. Anything you can tell me about this guy? Age? Think he lives there?
No, he doesn't live there. I don't think. No, he lives there. Been there twice, 2 times. He doesn't live there. He isn't there sometimes.
Anything else? What does this guy look like?
I don't know.
How come?
We ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there.
I don't want to bring up these kids' dad, considering he's dead. I don't want to be a dick. Just a private dick. At all you know? Anything else you can tell me about the island?
There's
Yeah?
Lights, fire guy. We should check up on that island.
Bye, kids. Take care. Planks creak beneath your weight. Hey, kids. Never mind.
A skiff with a small steering engine in the back floats on the calm mirror of the sea. Its 2 seats are empty. Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle, and you're off into the bay. A strange trepidation comes over you. Are you sure you want to go now? Have you made all the necessary preparations? Closed all your accounts?
Ugh.
Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
I guess I'm not ready on this just yet. guess we can try looking for more possible shooting angles. Up, Rock. Have telekinesis powers? Okay. Let's see here. This is the bunker window. Water runs from the west. Sources upstream. Broken pipe. Oh yeah, no, the
A mustachioed and mutton chopped.
the backgrounds are definitely really good. Okay, it does look like I can jog still. Huh. Oh, this is the boardwalk. Check the island. That's the last one. Okay. Ah, yep.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Alice, connect me the 41st again.
Just a moment, officer.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
Jules, I've heard some people thinking me as La Puta Madre's peon. Do you think I'm corrupted?
10-4, sir. Well, there's been some talk, sir.
Some talk? What does that even mean, there's been some talk? Do they think I'm corrupt or not?
I only meant that there's been some talk in the station, that's all. But there's always some talk in the station. You know how officers in Jamrock are. But then again, some of us truly are on the take. It's unfortunate. Over.
Alright. 10-10.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Alright, well, I got a bunch of stuff with the, Ravers. I can...
Everyone says you started crying in the middle of a firefight and then bled like a pig. I guess that was cool.
I guess that's true.
Cool. That's very cool to Kuno. Just don't think because you got half your dick shot off and you're an invalid now, Kuno's gonna treat you different.
Right.
Kuno doesn't reward weakness. It's business as usual with Kuno. Kuno's cold like that.
Notice.
Feels good for some reason.
Yeah, I guess I got more questions about the crime scene.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
I guess...
whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Well, let's guess the body.
Fuck about it.
Where's the rest of the armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
That fucking had one thing majorly wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
Mutant?
Do you remember how he looked? Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Oh?
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
What do you mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
Right.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
Threw it in the sea.
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
Noticed.
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
Troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows?
Uh-huh.
Yes, you met him at the gates. The one with the boots and the jolly smile.
Oh, yeah. You mean Mañana?
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
And you're just telling me out of the kindness of your heart, Kuno.
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
Contusions all over the body. Did you do that?
What are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Contusion's a bruise. Talking about the corpse, your stones left on the corpse.
Oh, Did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
I guess we can talk about
No
something else.
testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
I'm off.
Watch out, pig. It's a dangerous world out there. But Kuno's got his eyes on you.
What is that supposed to mean?
Who knows?
Right. Yeah. That Kuno kid could definitely use some, like, proper education. Okay, this place seems to have cleared up. Go to harbor desk, ask the Jolly Mist.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Danger comes with the Beardo lifestyle, right?
There are types of danger. The one I'm usually concerned with is lung cancer or getting mauled by wildlife, not bullets. It calls back to an older era where this was commonplace, though. You have a true boyadero heart.
So where is everyone?
Hiding, gathering themselves. The harbor's in full lockdown, friend. No getting in or out, for the time being.
You can't help me get inside?
No, man. Not today. Today is war.
He says it matter-of-factly, like it's no big deal.
So what's gonna happen next?
Time will tell. I'll tell Everard you dropped by. I'm sure he'll be glad.
What will you be doing now?
I'll be okay here, doing lookout. Quite the sight, aren't they? Getting to like that red I am. Don't worry about me. I live to alleviate the worries of our brothers. See if any insane killers turn up. Then I'll run. And live.
Yeah, try not to get shot, eh?
I'm sure I'll be luckier than you, friend.
Weasel admitted. Turns out he has one hell of a colonial mug collection.
Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
Yeah, his mug collection certainly represented antiquated social values.
Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend.
I'll
be okay here. Don't worry about me. I live to alleviate.
Sure, you'll do good,
friend. Hola, wandering man. How?
I guess not you. The manana was mentioned by Kuno. Alright, and these guys are gone. Oh, is it relocked? Well, ain't that a thing?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Okay,
Definitely could
here.
use something
I
like
hope
this.
Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope Saint. Is this about the questions again?
No.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except the tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and
Well, a little bit of cash can't hurt. How we doing?
Oh my god! Things have gotten out of hand! I thought the psychic stuff was bad, but the crime! It's even worse! I haven't been able to come to work for 3 days. The shop has been locked. No sales, gangbangers running around, shooting everyone. I know I shouldn't have bought a shop in this ghetto.
I'm the one who got shot here, man.
Oh my god! Even the police can't take care of all of this. Just look at that limp. Someone should do something about this.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I should close the bookstore and open a psychic studio. Yes. It makes sense. Crime is the 6th element, you see. The darkest element.
Oh. Well, I guess that makes sense because love is the 5th element.
I could teach people to protect themselves against bad energies and to fight crime.
Sounds like a plan. Life must go on, after all.
Yes, what Martinez really needs is more vigilantes roaming the streets.
Exactly. It's a brilliant idea. Thank you, officer. I'm going to start drawing up business plans right away. In the meantime, do buy the books. As many as you can. They won't be here for much longer.
Hey, Tupa.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Farewell for now. Ah, yes. Everyone loves Blackadder. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I need from you. Can I do anything with this yet?
just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
She is gone. Well, let's see if anyone's in here.
Give me a moment.
I'm off. Alright, well, I guess... Oh, yeah. Oh, nope, not this. Yeah, I guess if I wanted to get up there, I should have... and down there.
Sneak up on me again? Trying to snuff me out? Get away, pig!
Considering they're both named Kuno and Kuno Esse, I'm guessing that is a some kind of term in a language I don't speak. Possibly French. Oh no, they've completely locked me out. Okay. I mean, fine with me. I didn't really exactly like Avart. Yeah, let's head to the church and deal with the kids. Somebody to talk to this person. Haven't found it yet. Definitely not about signs.
We're close. True, hard, full, car.
Is it?
Hard car.
Don't know what to say to that.
Your cop training did not prepare.
We're close. True, hard car.
Is it? I mean, really?
This young man adds a capital G. Or maybe it's not Godvalian. Maybe.
You know about
And Eric?
You know Van Eyck?
Just turn a phrase.
Oh, well, it really is him. It's an honest-to-God Van Eyck beat. Well, actually, a reworking of a Peppy Popic and Arsos track. But let's not get too deep into that whole mess.
Alright. Oh yeah, it's the First World War, and it does end particularly, well, way a comedy about a World War I trench would go.
The Advent?
The Advent, huh?
We're close. True, hard, full, car. Hard car. Hard car to the mega.
Alright.
Here comes the night.
Okay, not that
We're
one.
close. True, hard, full, hard car. Hard car to the internally coherent. All car. All right. Yeah.
Please tell me what exactly you're doing.
Gotta get the people going.
Why?
I'm the party boy. It's my job.
That is a party boy.
Hardcore party 25/7 beyond the winter's orbit style.
There is a place far away in Cutler, beyond a certain latitude, known as Winter's Orbit, where there are 25 hours in a day. It is a tremendously cold place, abandoned to drunks and failed rock stars, full of eternite, depression, and half-finished ski-flying hills. The Suru lived there.
We're close. True. Hard. Full. Hardcore. Hardcore to the internally coherent. All core. All right. Yeah.
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Hardcore. Ah.
So hardcore.
Is it though?
I was just thinking that a moment ago.
One mind, one spirit. There's no other word.
Okay, I guess not.
Hardcore to the internally coherent. All core.
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore. Ah.
Understandable. And yeah, trying to be better is definitely a good thing. Seriously, I'm a little worried. If it isn't.
The question is, what is the question?
Just answer the question.
But there was no question.
Yeah.
We're close. True. Hard. Full. Hardcore. Hardcore to the internally coherent. All core.
He furrows his...
Hardcore. Ah. The question is, what is the question?
That would have been good if I'd asked you a question, but I didn't. Now it's just a little idiotic.
But there was a question? We're close. True. Hard. Hardcore. Hardcore to the internally coherent. All core. All right.
He furrows his...
Hardcore. Is it though?
It is.
What is it? I mean, really.
Question is, what is the question?
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
There we go. Yeah.
The skin on your back is crawling. For a second, you can't even hear the music anymore. There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, right next to the canal. Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
Said you're worried. What do you think is wrong with the music?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore.
But
sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last month, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51.
Oh.
Isn't something holding it back from being hyper?
Maybe.
It's like it's only ultra.
Oh.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
If anything, it sounds a bit proto, like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, but you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
It's only proto. It's not hardcore at all.
Wow! Culture cop! I think you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be?
Sounds especially like a question. I thought the question was, what is the question?
No! This is the answer!
Trying to think of anything that can make it harder core?
What? Guys, there's something happening in his head.
Think even harder.
Oh yeah! He's doing it!
But you're not. This is almost certainly a matter that surpasses the limits of reason.
My imagination fails me.
I know! So does mine!
I can't help you with this right now. Need something else. Something extra.
Yeah!
Are you a thought reader?
No nation, but transnation! No war, but class war!
Ah, you're not a thought reader, you're a communist.
He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell. He picked it up from a tape jockey at the Elysium. She was a communist, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah! with a rebel yell!
Why aren't you a communist? Communism is the truth.
I can be a communist. If you want that, do you want me to be a communist?
Please don't turn him into a communist.
Oh yeah, turn him into a communist. Come on, it would be super.
Be a communist, egghead. Future needs your help. You guess he's a communist now. Tell me something, egghead.
Communism rules the nation.
Almost there. Could use a little more work.
The worker must move your ass.
Superb.
Here comes the sun.
Yeah, no, Chinese is good. Why are there lungs on your belt? Well, we kind of know about that.
Lungs are for love.
Good to know.
Communism forever.
Alright, goodbye.
Right. Here comes the night.
I'm gonna drop a quick save.
The large-headed youth.
Good morning, comrade. Yeah!
Your body can tell you what Arno Van X Jam's missing to make it harder core.
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate, in your heart that's alone, and in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every chordate animal.
Needs more cowbell.
What?
More cowbell.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I don't know. What were you thinking about adding more cowbell?
I'm sorry. I don't know anything about Nordic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
He feels ashamed he can't be of more service to the future of dance music.
Alright, I'll see if I can come up with something on my own. Citizen investigation before the island.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's Jam.
Alright.
Maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
Wait,
yeah.
They want you to run all the way back to Martinez with that leg of yours just to get some tape? Ouch. There is a hawthorn tree
out.
on Rue de Saint-Gislain, right next to the canal. A reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branches, like bronze ribbons blowing in the wind.
Rue de Saint-Galanes. I've been there.
Oh, I know! I know this! I can tell you where it is!
St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge. The one that takes you to the Whirling in Rags and the industrial harbour. It's got the lanterns and the...
I knew that! I could have said that!
And the mosaic sidewalk.
But it's all blocked with that stupid traffic jam right now. Anyway.
Feels cold.
It's your health. You're not well enough to run around just days after you've been shot.
Alright.
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, Copman.
Copman!
I have a tape with me, maybe. Yeah, goodbye, Egghead.
Huh? I see you here again.
True. Hey,
Yes. What is it?
about that 2mm hole again.
The swallow, you mean? What about it?
Never
Great.
mind.
Thanks.
What if you didn't have to leave? Talk to Andre. Wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
Oh, you don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
Alright, got your message. Yeah, we can try this.
Easy. When her research is done, she can move out.
Listen, about your research. You mentioned earlier it's not going very well. Maybe I can help with something.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
But I could help you finish the project. You wouldn't have to live in the church anymore, and the boom boom anymore. Just think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. Touches her hair.
All right. Bring me the game's offside copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
Where's your old workspace?
On Rue de Saint-Ghislain, in the East Delta Commerce Center. You might be more familiar with the name Doomed Commercial Area. You could get in through the bookshop on the plaza. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
Wait, bookstore lady, you mean Pleasance?
That's her name, I believe.
And where exactly is the upside copy?
There's this giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. It's there. Don't worry, you can't miss the bear. It's hideous.
And why can't you get the filament yourself?
The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse. Whatever that means.
Why does you think you're part of the curse?
Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil.
Yeah, don't be too harsh, only because of their socioeconomic situation.
Yes, but she literally started praying for the higher powers when she first saw my Rame Civic. I'm not making this up.
The lieutenant coughs like he's amused.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Semenine magic. So what I need you to do here is go have a talk with her, say that you're a policeman and need to get to the building's basement. Then bring me the offside copy. Alright?
Alright, I'll look for the offside copy.
Thanks.
Hands you what looks like an oversized pry bar.
And here's my Kvalsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offside copy, then you can keep the Kvalsund.
Oh.
It hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the Kvalsund.
Right, I'll let you work in peace now. Advanced pry bar. Pry bar plus 2, if you will. Okay. Built by Klausun and Vasa. Number of gadgets hidden in the frame of the yellow and gray multi-tool will stagger any technician. Holy crap! This isn't a pry bar, it's a mobile suit weapon.
It's always nice to see you here. You bring good energy.
Nope, nope, nope. So I need drama.
It's always nice to see you here. You bring good energy.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Ma'am, I've come here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
Since psychic emanations from afar, the sleeper beyond calls out.
I'm not sure I can trust your claims. Honestly, you look like a bit of a drinker. I'm sorry for being so blunt, but...
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead then. Rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
See, it's necessary to drink the spirits in order to contact the void.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
Drink and I see dead things, yeah. Words brought me here in the first place. Seminese blood also runs through me.
You're part Simonese. Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. The hand of fate guides us. But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
Just ask my partner Kim. He'll vouch for me.
Oh, certainly so, ma'am. I can assure you my partner is eminent in this particular field.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
On my honor.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Oh?
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Of course, the entity. For I have sensed its presence.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman. A witch, probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimney is passage between heaven and hell, of course.
Yes. That chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it.
Thank you.
And please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin.
Capitalism.
What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared.
Farewell for now, book peddler. Yeah. No sane person would ever put their head in such a machine.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Well, let's unlock it.
Exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room. You feel the tiny hairs on the back of your neck rise up, as if someone's standing right behind you.
What is this feeling?
Outside, the wind howls in from across the bay. The building at Rue de Saint-Ghislain stands like a matchbox on its side.
Ah,
with men
interesting.
inside, like little wooden sticks, ready to catch fire. A panicking woman squeezes the pendant around her neck until it leaves a mark inside her palm. A man, a few meters away, stands frozen with a key in his hand. Somewhere inside, a spider is spinning its web.
Oh, that's creepy on the last part. Let's enter. Well, it's a gym. Smells like leather and sweat.
What is this place?
I think this may be Armenteb's boxing club for young athletes.
I think you're right, though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark.
You're starting to play Stalker. Do I like it at all? I've played the first one for a little bit. It's definitely a fascinating game. I know my boyfriend is really into Stalker. And I got him the sequel about a year ago, and as of a couple of days ago, he's managed to actually install it because they actually finally released it. I mean, it's a game I wouldn't mind playing. It's just right now it feels a little gauche. Like, I'm not saying people shouldn't play it. It totally would. You know, I just guess I don't feel comfortable playing it right now and streaming it. Hopefully this will all end, and yeah, that's something I kind of do want to like record or stream.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
If there's a reason no one's been here for ages.
Yes, because it's closed.
Maybe because it's mold.
No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
Shot put ball.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates.
Yeah.
It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
Ooh, yeah, that's a bad
Why does
plan.
it feel so familiar?
Look, Kim, it's a trap. No collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
What kind of bastard would just remove the collars? Should be a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating. But it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Yeah, we can try it.
Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage. This is a children's game.
Say nothing. Revel in the feeling. Healed morale. Boom.
A warm wave of accomplishment washes over your head as you drop the barbell to the floor. For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at anything you ever set your mind to.
Nice.
Hey, but you're still in a ghost house. What if someone heard this? What if they know you're here?
Yeah, that, like, this floor.
Good technique.
Familiar because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. It's just a memory from another life, when you were young and fit.
Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe. Post says, Citrus Fortis. The rest is worn off. Oh, yeah. I mean, concrete can only absorb so much. Sand is dripping from the punch bag. Always blocked by old window panes and debris. Or as I like to say, debris. Airship rotors covered in spider webs. Remind you of blades. Well, because rotors are blades. Looks like the remains of a 24-hour window repair shop. Money! Naked mannequin torso. Strange yellow color. Blue velvet, soft to the touch. Moth bitten. Money! Where are the clothes he used to display? That's a good question.
A dusty radio computer sleeps on its wired frame, forgotten and unused. Its keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
Another radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
Think I should turn it on?
It's your call. You're in charge of this expedition, officer.
All right.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Take a look at the compartment.
It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
Press play.
Nothing happens. Something's missing. There's no tape in the player.
Print.
Nothing happens.
Alright, no tape. Casanova, developer's most advanced RPG in the universe. Nice!
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic.
Hold on, how do I know what a Kadran mosaic tile is supposed to look like?
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems.
Oh.
UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
Dealing with something medical here?
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap.
If it's a game, who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara.
Wow.
All of this is gone, left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
I wonder if this is commentary on the development of this game. Cost of Bearwith alone must have been huge.
Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages. Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural.
You got a dwarf there with a sword, some kind of map, some kind of relationship chart.
Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Alright, let's look at the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic.
Okay, not elves, welkins.
Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin.
Mm.
Even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind?
Maybe.
You should adopt one of those welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a welkin. One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the welkin. This is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged.
Well, that's a terrible thing.
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin, green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
One of them is a welkin supremacist.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Lieutenant nods at the welkin's facial hair. How did anyone spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
I know that feeling. Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? So many questions.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Well, it's been educational. Let's move on from the welkins.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? All gone.
Take a look at the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones.
Sounds like a real great place.
You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Yeah, I've been reading a fair bit of N.K. Jemisin recently, and this certainly sounds like the Broken Earth. Inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money.
Yay.
It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal.
I mean, you need the funds to run a server. We'd love if it was all free, but materials.
Everyone is constantly teetering on the edge of the abyss. An abyss of production. These squares look orderly, but beneath them is chaos, worry, pain. Mini-Me stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
I think more people would be happy with meetings if they were mini meetings. Just get together. Hey, what has everyone been doing? This, that, and the other thing? Does anyone need help on any of that? No? All right. Keep reading. What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Oh.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune Out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe.
Yay.
The full text reads, "Heat Death of the Universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s.
How long before we can say that we live in the 20s?
Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise.
You got something to say, Kim?
What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Well, it's obvious. What remains as soon as Radio Game Studio Fortress accident.
Yes, I got that. What I meant was, what were they trying to achieve with this damn game? What were their ambitions? Because this here looks rather advanced.
He has respect and curiosity for this failed endeavor.
Yeah.
This is way above your tiny little policeman head.
I don't know. I'm not an artist.
Okay, well, I think.
Yes?
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
Nice.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Yeah, they're making a mud.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
Has anyone done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interinsulary game before. We just don't have the technology.
How are they planning on doing that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
Yep.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
This is a role-playing game?
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with heat death thrown in.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
Do we have any money? Let's give them more money so they can finish and make it even bigger. World is cold and lonely, so we keep it company. Let's finish this.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Stuff! That is a big burr.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red.
Interesting.
The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy?
Could be.
This must be the giant ice bear fridge that Suna mentioned. Look inside.
Crack open the
gust
door.
of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator.
That's good.
The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Look inside the fridge.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge. But where's the filament memory? It's not here.
Examine the ice cream wrappers.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Yeah, I can't see the offsite copy anywhere.
Someone must have taken it. What does the note say?
Well, let's take the
You
note.
pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
Tried to sell ice cream from this hyper-carnivore?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
Lieutenant points at the red snaky cable running from the fridge.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Close the door. Handwritten note from the fridge.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
True. True. And since it seems to be in a basement, that would definitely help it keep down to temp. Especially a basement next to the water. Let's read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Swaff.
Well, the illiterate ginger kid is definitely Kuno. Someone's moved the film, but who? Any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Well, someone moved the filament, but who?
Sulislav. Wasn't he one of Miss Lukanen's Kilda's co-workers? I remember coming across this name when we were reading her personal log.
All right.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
It does? I mean, I'm pretty good at anthropomorphizing, but take a peek.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
Not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Hello?
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
you've awakened the entity.
Yay, nom-noms! Hello, are you there? Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
Thanks.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Those voices I heard. Maybe it's a malignant entity? Pleasant said it lives in the chimney.
You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected. But malignant entities don't exist. At least not the supernatural kind.
Always has to be the skeptic, this man.
All collapsed. Inaccessible now. Ice cream maker. Defrosted and unplugged. Well, that's what we were looking for. Flashlight change hidden doorway. Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Aha.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Where are we?
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Hole in here.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
I do.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Rifles, Kim.
Are these any good?
Take a look at
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others. Take it. You're a police officer. Police officers carry guns.
Oh, this one looks nice.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Old Bell McGrath from the Revolution. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing. What does this mean, a rifle here?
It means there are firearms, breech loaders, still lying around in Martinez. This would have been good in our case against Ruby for Titus. Too late for that now. But still, might be useful down the road.
He likes this find.
Someone stuck busted guns beneath the ceiling.
A few bricks have fallen off.
Broken Bell McGrath from ages past. 4-shot bolt-action military rifle with a wooden frame. Wonder if I can get that repaired. Stuff! Frozen ice cream maker that's still running. There we go.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Turn the crank?
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. you'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur. Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Well, I don't need the ice bear fridge.
An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now.
Insane mesh tank top. Intercom wires running into the breaker box.
Only the black cable is plugged into the breaker box. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Very smart. Opening the lid should be much easier after the ice cream maker has defrosted.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it. Ice squeaks beneath your Kavalzun multi-tool. But your fingers, and it's already unplugged. There's not much else to do other than wait for it to defrost or bulk up.
Okay.
Only the black cable is plugged something close to...
Very smart. Opening the lid should...
It's a 50-50 shot.
This orange machine is dead still. Ice squeaks. This orange machine is dead still. Ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Kavalzund multi-tool until the lid cracks open.
Right.
Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words "off-site copy" written on its side.
Let's take it.
Lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lucan and killed as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Makes sense.
But aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
That is true.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering.
Insert the copy.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard,
Press
the
play.
speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the offsite copy?
I might have a password for that offsite copy.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death?
No, that's not it.
Maybe it's the second part of the leitmotif you saw on the stained glass window.
After death, life again?
Good. I've unlocked the offsite copy. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Ka-ching.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
That's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Press
it
print.
sounds like something cracks before the piece of paper starts filling up with pure black ink.
Uh-oh.
Something's broken. Machines aren't supposed to behave like this. The
Read it.
paper is soaked with ink, its monochrome darkness spanning from margin to margin. It's not possible to make out any information. A single speck of white shines out from the shade. For some reason, the printer decided to spare this one tiny dot of paper. Looks like gibberish. Better get running again. This must be the information Sorna is looking for. She knows how to make sense of it.
What happened? It's just covered in ink.
Odd. Something is obviously broken here.
Well, tear off the
Tiles
printout.
on the cube are still smoldering. Cast
And
the
remove
filament
that.
slides out of its glowing nest.
Yeah. Production schedule filament. Ooh. Slipstream yo. Skis with slipstream printed on it. Okay. Got another computer.
Tiles on the cube are still
Production
like
schedule.
a smooth draw. The filament slides into place.
Press
The
play.
speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Well, let's try the password for the production schedule.
Good. Please repeat the password.
I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
Oh.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up soon.
Fortress accident.
That's
Thank
all.
you.
Tiles on the cube. Tiles on the cube. The filament slides out.
All items standard and dark, stuffed and mounted. Large demijohn full of strange liquid.
Yes?
Nothing. Poor animals, no rest for the bodies even after death. Yeah, I can't say I'm a huge fan of taxidermy, not in any, like, spiritual way. It's just, I don't know, kind of creepy.
An old call box with East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name of the doomed commercial area.
MS Fashion
You
LTA?
wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call.
Andrew Leno hair?
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair.
Revachol Ice City.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Fortress Accident?
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Slipstream?
You hear static from the intercom speaker. You can almost hear them breathe.
Hello, is anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. The receiver must not be working properly.
Who is this? Been inside this building. Didn't see anyone from Tricentennial Electrics. Place is deserted.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Yes, it's me. Here I am again, crawling back into your life.
Michelle, just please.
Interesting.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building, a cold memory hangs.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Okay, do we continue lying? Michelle, my name's not Michelle, I'm Harry.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
Know that feeling.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry. The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor.
Oh god, please don't cry.
She doesn't answer.
Said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Alright, it's a goodbye then.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
You can try it again.
Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and... alright, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner.
Alright.
There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. It's cold outside, and you can hear the wind blowing into the speaker. A strange metallic taste fills your mouth as you stare at the intercom. There's the static again, whispering like a seashell pressed against the air.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Hi, it's me again. Just wanted to talk to you.
My God.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
Please don't hang up. I just want to explain myself.
It's you.
Wait.
My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Wait. Is she...
Didn't you always say that the last time we talked?
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Is this some kind of joke?
Doesn't matter what I say, you're just gonna continue, right?
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again, crackling and echoing in the box. Your hands are getting cold and your breathing becomes visible, forming small silvery puffs in the air.
Thank you. Now tell me, who's responsible for this joke?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean. It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
And then it hits you.
You're recording.
She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder. Real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this.
Go ahead, ancient recording. Cry.
Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going.
You can keep listening.
The phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Anyone there?
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow. Crawling inside your head.
Oh.
Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways. Guttering.
So...
Strange alien thought pattern ends. Lieutenant cuts in, spicing the intercom.
It was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve.
Wait, a recording trapped in the circuitry?
Mm-hmm. I don't have time to explain it to you right now. Maybe sometime later.
Something weird just happened.
Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
Yeah.
That is true.
What it says on the can. I'm good on that. Imagine I can't redo that because she's gone.
Yes, what is it?
About the outside copy you asked me to bring.
Yes?
Found a note from the iceberg fridge. Said the outside copy had been moved to a safer place.
Wait, a note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory?
Said the outside copy had been taken to a nearby ice cream maker. Note said it was signed by someone by Silislaw.
Jawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Suliswov Jawiza. God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. And feature creep, and the Valley of the Heads. Like it would have made a difference. The offside copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous.
Oh yeah, very artistic.
And the heads. I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Go find that copy from that ice cream maker, will you? Thanks.
Valley of a Thousand Heads. You like the sound of that.
Thanks.
I think before I say that I looked at it, I'm gonna save.
Yes, what is it?
About the outside copy. This filament you're looking for?
No, that's the production schedule you stole and accessed without authorization. I don't need it.
In his defense, it was simply lying in the desk drawer of an abandoned cubicle.
Okay, but still.
Well, I brought you the filament.
Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
What's gonna happen now?
Now, I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
No, don't waste your time printing out. Nothing but a speck of white and a sea of ink. It's broken.
A speck of white? That's exactly what I'm hoping to find.
What do you mean?
Lintel was able to divine the location of the anomaly from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment.
Okay.
Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
Right.
The paper gets soaked in ink again, its evil blackness shining in the light of the mainframe. It looks eerie. This is wrong. Machines shouldn't behave like that.
Something's very wrong with that filament memory.
Sorna doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I found it.
Yeah, it's a white dot. Same place I saw it before when I printed it out.
Hold on.
Can I do anything?
Shh. Just give me a second. I'm almost...
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
Done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
You did it? Found the coordinates?
I found the coordinates.
She's beaming. You can feel it in your heart.
Yay.
Great job.
Oh, God. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, where is it? Your 2mm hole in the world?
There. In the swallow.
Right.
Think you can help me again?
Sure.
I need you to go move those water bolts for me. I need to double-check my calculations.
Right.
What an interesting proposition. Truly a task for the intellectuals. Solving the puzzle of water bowls.
Right, I'll go figure it out. Good at intellectual puzzles.
Figure it out? No. I don't need you to figure anything out. I've got a computer for that.
Right.
Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third pole 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth pole 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
Third, 2, fourth, 5.
What? She only wants you to follow instructions. Nothing intellectually stimulating. In this task, a child could do it.
3, 2, 4, 5.
Yes, but you like moving things around. Moving things around is calming.
You know what? She's in charge of the project? Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
Great. After we've done this, we can finally get to the island.
I'll let you work in peace then. Is that the third one?
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor. Oh boy, this is going to be good.
Third bowl from the left 2 centimeters away.
It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound.
Good.
This task is an insult to your mental skills.
That's fine. Fourth bowl left 5 centimeters to the right.
Some water spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall. Time to run back, or maybe walk. This is a sacred place after all. And your leg still hurts from the tribunal.
Right. So, what is it looking
Yes.
like?
What is it?
Move the bowls. Mind numbingly easy. What's next?
Great. Everything should be aligned now.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
What's up?
Yeah. Nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones.
Right.
If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Hey, why'd you have the headphones on mute in the first place?
Honestly, I'm a little scared.
Isn't it just going to be silence and nothing else?
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist?
Well, First, we're gonna have to listen to Gamork talk to us for a while.
What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
Is what?
I don't know. I'm just scared. Maybe it's going to be something terrifying. Maybe it's going to tear the world apart.
Well, it'd already start that.
Like that evil ink that filled the printout, erasing coherence and meaning.
Right, we should be... Oh, I think you're overthinking this.
Maybe. Maybe I'm just tired.
Yep.
Let's think about this logically. Why would nothing be terrifying if it's, well, nothing?
We assume something has no presence, existence, or quality. It has to be terrifying?
Because it reminds us of death. And we humans tend to think that death is pretty scary.
Scary, but we just have to face it.
Yeah. You're right. Let's do it.
The lieutenant takes a step back. And then, nothing. Nothing happens. As Sona Lokanen-Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence. You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary.
Let's keep quiet.
She doesn't talk. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus. One hand cupping the headphone.
Well?
Damn it.
Did you hear anything?
No, of course not. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
Did you find the swallow?
No. No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something, if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But don't get your hopes up.
Silence is silence? You're sure there's more to it? This can't be it. You should have a listen.
Great. And here I thought we were finally going to the island.
Well... Let's drop another naughty.
What is it?
All you hear is your own breathing. Heavy.
Yes, what is it?
Everything disappears. You are draped in silence like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace.
Alright.
And then the pressure changes.
What does it mean?
It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere, a weather change hanging in the air. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
Suna, what if we just need a better sound system?
A better sound system? Alright, but where would we get one?
It's one close by.
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls, causing a small patch of decorative stucco to crumble onto the wooden floor.
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace.
Yeah, but they could help with the speakers.
You mean the speed freaks?
Yeah.
Of course. The speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me?
They would, if you wouldn't mind them moving in with you.
I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence.
Brilliant negotiating there, detective. As always.
Great, I'll go talk to him.
Sure. Let me know how it goes. Thanks, officer.
I'll let you work in peace now. Got another level up. Nice. We're helping people left and right.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
I'm gonna ask you about this tent full of equipment.
Yes. What?
So you brought your own water?
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
Yeah, it's distilled too?
Oh. It's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
It reeks of sweat in here.
It does, doesn't it?
Told you we have a smell problem.
I don't smell ether. Why?
Ether? I don't smell ether. Do you, Noid?
No.
Mixed with a peculiar chemical scent, like laundry detergent.
He sniffs the air, then shrugs. It doesn't take a forensic scientist to guess it's drug-related. They look and act like the kind of guys who've done their fair share. However, their breathing is regular, their jaws stay put, and their pupils aren't dilated. So, not under the influence right now. At least, not under the influence of stimulants. That doesn't rule out hallucinogens, benzos, some depressants. How do you know all this?
What's all the what's with all the Nosifed?
The what now?
The Nosifed Ultra. I have a lot of it lying around.
Oh, the old Ultra.
He's like an actor, looking to the souffleur for his line.
I have a major sinus infection, stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter, can't even breathe.
Sound fine to me.
Yes, that's all Nosifed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Nosifed is the shit.
Can I have some? I have some nose problem too.
Sure. Here you go, officer. The Noser. Blast away.
Nice. Alright, enough of
He
this.
nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Maybe it isn't quite as what you've been told. Take a moment to analyze. Well, 97% sounds good.
A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look. How about gather around, kids?
Alright, kids, now gather around.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned. Their would-be leader is less amused.
Some time passed, I'm not sure when and how, I fell sick and became the shadow of what you see now. But before that, I had reason to believe I was a police detective.
But you still are.
Good enough at this job to be rewarded the rank of Lieutenant Yefredor. I could have been captain. Imagine that.
What happened?
I did. I happened to myself.
That's a real downer.
Obviously, I might have been 1,000 years old, but still some detective left in me.
The young speed freak is silent. He senses something is wrong.
This isn't the makings of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
Distilled water, cornerstone of a clean lab.
And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer?
You got no headphones. Wouldn't a cell need her headphones to spin tape?
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
No, you pawn them, likely for lab equipment and drug
I'm
ingredients.
sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no drug ingredients.
The ether in the air, useful solvent, good for getting the acting agent out of the solution.
Make up your mind. First it's the sweat, then it's the ether.
Notice about here is for the active ingredient.
He said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
Likely pseudoephedrine. Almost exactly the shape of ephedrine. Ephedrine makes you happy. and so does pseudoephedrine.
And where's his friend? Lose his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker. You only have one.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of monodynamic or one-speaker systems.
There's no need for me to pile on anymore, is there?
No shit.
You said you've been lying about your plans. Your answer was very unconvincing.
Fuck, man. It's difficult to get along with some people, but we're trying to make an effort. We are on a mission here.
You're sober. Is it hard for you to keep sober for this mission?
We don't need drugs to be hardcore.
Shut the fuck up, Egg.
Maybe not today, Egg, but you need drugs to get through the days when you're not expecting me.
Climb down from the equestrian monument, cop man. Consciousness is new to the universe. We all have our ways to ease the shock.
Bottom line is, I know.
What exactly is it you know?
In short, you tried to use a police detective to set up a drug lab.
That's... Come on, that's...
Against the law?
I meant to say, not true.
So what are we gonna do with you?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing. The optimal way to go about this would be indifference. It begins by you telling him you don't care about any of this.
Summary execution? Jeez, no. No. You tell me what's really going on and we'll work from there. I can be lenient.
What do you mean by lenient?
Not blowing your brains out? No. Not calling for backup and hauling you all up to the pen for starters.
Okay, man. Okay. Things are just so hard for an entrepreneur in this city right now. It's not like we lied when we said we want to turn a church into the wickedest club in East Revachol.
But by wickedest club, you mean the highest.
Because we do! We totally do!
We just need to turn it into a speed lab before.
To get our foot in the door.
And why'd you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
They're not really spooky, are they?
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
Yeah.
But the sign was way off, too. I couldn't feel the love at all.
Sir, you promised you'd be lenient.
This is it. Judgment time.
Let's do this clean. No speed lab. Just a club for endonic music.
Yeah!
I knew it. It's impossible now.
No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard cop has come to show us how much the fish is, and the fish is always so much more. We all know there was never going to be a club for anodic music with the Speed Lab. Now it has a fighting chance.
So there's never gonna be a club in there, eh?
There needs to be a club for anodic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. We are running out of time.
I thought you were the user, but you could just really be a really be a true believer. Huh.
We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light.
This will be nothing. You can hear the ice crack underneath you. Outside, the last century waterfront development is crumbling in the wind. A grape-shot row of falling houses. And so is Rue de Saint-Giraud, and all the houses on Main Road. The old cinema is sinking underneath Villa Labos.
Does anyone feel that?
What?
Nothing. Let's call this incident crime prevention, but I've got my eye on
Okay. We'll try to do it without the drugs.
you. Good.
We'll do a straight club up in there, spinning the maddest reels, and nothing but, I swear to God. Okay, Egg?
From here on, it'll be straight all the way.
That's it for now.
Goodbye, officer.
Nice. Report back to Andre that they can move in.
Hello again.
Your associates tried to use me to set up a drug lab. I'm guessing you knew of the plan.
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth, which isn't much.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it. I even tried not to lie to you.
Actually, you do get to choose your posse.
Indeed, she merely tried to omit the truth instead.
Instead, you opted to omit. It's the same thing.
I know, but I knew you'd see through their plan too. I'm not an idiot. I should have been able to control them, and I will in the future. I promise. May I ask, what did you tell them?
Do what you will with your dance club plans. Just no drug labs, please.
Thank you. I'll get them under wraps, I promise.
I got shot in the leg.
Ouch. I did notice you limping, but I thought maybe it was your thing or something. When I was 16, I used to date this guy who had a limp, but it only showed when he was sober. So I guess it wasn't real or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be that when he was drunk, he, painkillers.
Anyway, shot in the leg. I'm sorry. Man, that must suck.
I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
Could you please answer the question?
Sorry.
To the cops.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but
Tell me more about the music place.
it's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Elysium. Except that, yeah,
The floorboards are twisting, and the shooting beam. There will never be a club for, not in a million years.
you know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
Okay, yeah, that's all old stuff. Got it.
What
Now
do you
about
need
the
to know?
church.
Go ahead.
Guess that's it for now.
Hello again.
Oh.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
I'm here to talk about the church again.
Yes? What's the deal?
Good news. Managed to convince Suna. She's okay with you guys moving in, but on one condition. She needs your speakers for her project.
We are grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of anodic dance music.
Gonna have to share space for a couple of weeks until she gets her research finished.
That's fine. We can manage. And you're still sure about keeping our little side business, right?
Oh, you mean the illegal drug lab? There'll be no shady shenanigans in the church, only love and adonic dance music.
Fine. We can make do. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe. Come check back later. Let's get moving.
Good. And yeah,
Yes,
come on.
what is it?
How's the project going? See your neighbors move in. All I hear is enduring dance music.
What? What
I said.
did you say?
I said, how's the project going?
I can't hear you. The music is too loud.
The project. How's it going?
Oh, the project. It's not going well.
Why?
There's that guy. I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the speakers.
Why don't you just ask him?
He doesn't listen to me. He only ever seems to care about hardcore and yekukata. A place to be, apparently.
I'll speak to him. See what I can do.
Thanks. Maybe you can get through his magic rhymes.
Right.
Let me know how it goes.
Let you work in peace.
DeLorean Church, the place to be! Make some noise, my church people!
Vibrations thump through your blue soul. The music sounds much better in the church. A hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gislain, tangled in its branches, something bronze flutters in the wind. He stands on stage behind a table, nodding along to the music and waving his hand in the air. In front of him, the audio mixer. One reel spinning. The other reel deck is empty. Cables run hither and thither. On one side you see an auxiliary line in with the number 4.5 written next to it.
Hey, can you please reroute soon a signal through your speakers?
To the Mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary! What kind of a cable does she use? 3.5 or 4.5?
3.5. It's on the ground.
Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
Right.
Oh no, we're going to be in this church.
Don't worry, I have an adapter for it right here.
Good.
Hang on, this is a 4.5. We're all good, people!
Click.
Whoa, thank God. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Great! Someone got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please?
Egg, the music?
Everybody! Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going to turn off the on-off for just a sec. For a special scheduled event.
Right.
The on-off will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. Alright, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes. And then I'll turn off the music.
How do you like in the church?
Yeah! Back on the case! No disgrace! Bring it down to party place! The first page of the second chapter!
Right.
Could it be? Maybe for him, you only have a chapter or two left in you. Last of the penultimate, more like.
Yeah, but tape with me. Maybe you can use it to improve Van X Jam.
Tape! Yeah! Spins the tape until the space escape! Yeah!
Brought you this banging mega mix.
Alright! No! No, no! This is gonna make people scared! Keep it positive! Keep the love in the house!
Alright, never mind.
Communism forever!
Bye, Egghead.
Yes, what is it?
Alright, talk to Egghead. He's plugging the cable. You can unmute your speakers.
Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit? Just in case.
Maximum! Maximum is the only way!
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time? Maximum is not the only way, okay?
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way! Glue style!
Glue style? Okay, there literally is no other way. The mixing desk is glued to maximum.
Oh.
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
You know what Egghead is saying? That the volume button is stuck on maximum.
Of course it is.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment! Ray of sound!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5. Everyone ready?
Yep.
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop.
Born ready.
Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
The lieutenant nods stoically. Suddenly, your palms are sweaty. The church seems cold and large, somehow.
All right, ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
No wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate. It's out there now, in the world, made manifest. It will devour everything. The floorboards, the glass, the streets and the people. Nothing will remain.
Guys, what's going on?
It's a good question.
It's getting louder.
In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling.
Hosiana! Mother of Mega!
In his mind, a tidal wave approaching from afar, swallowing entire coastlines on its way. Salvation.
It was in me at first.
The beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planet!
No, Egg! It's the window!
Uh-oh.
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously, his eyes searching for a possible evacuation route.
The window is going to come down! No, the roof!
Yeep.
Cracks appear on the stained glass window. Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark.
Come down to us! Love!
Below it, all the bass grows, like the jaws of a giant compressor gnawing on metal and wood. It does not sound benevolent at all.
Yeah.
It's shaking the building's foundation. The floor twists. A great pulse arises in your flesh.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Everybody don't panic. It's beautiful.
Beautiful car! Beautiful life!
Shit! It doesn't stop. A seal? Have you? Yes, I've turned it off.
Only contact mic in her hand.
Andre, pull the compressor! The place is gonna come down!
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here. It's...
In the mixing desk now, building into a positive feedback loop. This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down.
Egghead, whatever you do, don't stop it.
But then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a dangling cable in his hand. A black 3-pin connector.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suriswov isn't gonna believe this.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's the start.
What was that? Never heard anything like that. I've heard a pale latitude compressor.
It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically, I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
A voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusting after the exposure.
Kim, did you hear that?
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again.
Gonna write Celislaw?
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission. They need to hear.
That it wasn't her fault. Or theirs.
They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway.
What happens now? Are you gonna...
Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Sulispov. Also devise further measurements.
Nice.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
I don't care, but thank you anyway.
That's the best she can manage for Andre. It's quite a lot in truth. For her, at least.
Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this. Or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind.
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origins.
Some tiny hard thing lets go in your stomach. You're still alive.
Uh-oh.
You have an explanation for all this. Somewhere deep in you, you know. The person you were knows.
Logic godly. 72%? Well, we can try.
You don't have to. You already have. A long time ago.
How?
These thoughts formed in you somewhere, in a long-forgotten discussion, behind a kitchen table, in the evening light. Drinking coffee and smoking, with a friend.
Suna. It's the origin point of the Pale.
What?
The swallow. It's how it starts. It's baby Pale.
But Pale isn't here. We're thousands of kilometers from the edge.
No, we're 20 meters from the very edge.
She looks up into the darkness under the nave, then back at you.
Pale is only an effect, a transition between the worlds and that.
Then what is that?
It's nothing. No, it's less than nothing.
It's less than nothing. The final state of rest for reality. Imagine if all of this never was.
Then the Pale is...
simply a gradient.
But the gradient, it clearly hasn't started yet. We're here, and the Pale is not.
One day, when it's larger, it will be.
I understand. A theory of the Pale where instead of an outer ocean, it metastasizes. Like a cancer or a mold. Erupting in points inside the world.
This is one of those places.
According to this, how long...
Until it starts swallowing? It's already started. Starting with sound.
And information. Causing data losses in the East Insulindian front. Have you considered why it's formed in a church? And also when or how it might start growing, or if it has other effects, in addition to sound and data?
An intellectual hunger fills her now, casting fear aside.
I also have a question, since we are piling them on. How do you know this? I'm not doubting you. I'm simply curious as to how a detective of the RCM
knows how to think this.
Didn't form in a church. Church formed around it.
Of course! A pine wood sarcophagus. Or a containment facility of some kind. Built by the first settlers.
Or it could be a coincidence.
Yes, but still, I have considered the same. And the bad news is, there were 7 such pinewood churches built in the first decade of Revachol settlement. Most of them were burnt down during the revolution, or repurposed before, during the suzerain. I'm not saying all of them have one in them, but...
Some of them might. A black grain hanging in the air.
All the failed businesses in the doomed commercial area. All the failure in the
You
Martinez.
think the presence of that puncture has somehow influenced the outcome of events here? Even, say, software development?
She
Could
already
be.
made up her mind when she heard it. Some kind of great and uncaring force had to play a part. It wasn't only them.
All the failed businesses and ideologies. Something wrong here.
I told the producers we need to go and move to a normal office building with amenities. But no, the artists like the milieu, the writers like the history. I told them.
No, it's better they don't know. I should let people still working in there know about this. Might be affected.
You mean Plaisance and the Dice Maker? There was almost no one left when we packed up.
Yeah, both of them deserve to know.
Then go tell them.
I think I had this thought before. It's how I know.
An amateur anthropomedic police officer. I'd like to say I've heard stranger things, but I'm not sure. This is a hell of a guess, however. Well worded, I might add.
Yes, it is very interesting. But I wouldn't say you know. This is a guess. One that's going to have to be proved by anthroponetic scientists.
One day the world will be like that 2mm hole.
She falls silent. The wind blows in through the hole in the stained glass window. Cold and moist.
I'm going to leave that out. But the rest? Some of this I can use to start to explain this to the rest of the team. Maybe I'll sound mad, but...
Man, you will certainly sound mad.
One more thing. Maybe a club for anodic music isn't the worst thing you can erect around this particular point in space.
Club is the only thing keeping this place and the rest of reality together.
I wouldn't go so far as to...
Yeah! Once the light is on in the universe, it will never go out!
Thank you, Egghead. Let's leave it at that, shall we? We have anthroponetic detection to perform in this district.
Still have one mystery still needs solving. Radio ghost in the doomed commercial area's electric doorbell.
The creepy woman! We were wondering about that when we worked there, but I had completely forgotten about it ever since. It must be anthroponetic crosstalk, the one you get in radios and long-distance calls. Now it makes sense, with the pail right on the doorstep.
Yeah, Seth, Kim probably has a very interesting running commentary.
Incredible. This would also explain why we get it on the police radio all the time.
Anthroponetic crosstalk?
It's quite common, actually. When the signal gets routed through Pale, all kinds of irregularities take place. You may hear snippets of someone else's conversation, or the voice of your former lover, or an echo of an event that took place 100 years ago. Pale is a shroud of memories, and it doesn't really distinguish to whom those memories belong to. You could hear anything.
Guess that makes sense. Thanks for explaining it to me.
Anytime.
Alright, I guess I'll leave you to work in peace now. What do you mean, file not file? No one can find us here.
She's whistling a melody. Her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit. At the sound of your footsteps, she stops what she was doing and turns to you.
Hi.
Hi there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool. Creaks and stuff. Like you're underwater, you know? But like, underwater inside a tree. And no, it's got nothing to do with Contact Mike.
I wasn't gonna...
No. I actually wanted to thank you for getting me and my friends in here. And we even found some new associates, such as they are.
How's everyone doing?
Good, I think. Noid is getting a read on the place. I think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Andre's been setting up the compressor and dancing. Egghead's been keeping the party up. He's got the stage under control. Sauna, the programmer, she's doing whatever she does behind that radio computer of hers. She doesn't talk to us much, and the Crabman hasn't shown himself, thank God.
Now can you tell me about your associates?
Sure. You helped us out. I can repay the favour. What do you want to know?
Tell me about Noid.
He's a four-burger, I guess, like the rest of us. Okay, maybe not Egg, I don't know about him, but Noid and the rest are from Forberg, making the pilgrimage up north to visit the Elysium. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle.
What does he do?
What do you mean do? Like for a living?
Yeah.
He's a carpenter, trained and all. He's very good, he just doesn't have the mindset to work like that, in a shop somewhere.
What kind of mindset's that?
He abides by the hardcore, sir. You would have to ask him yourself.
And you?
Sir, I abide by the law.
A strange feeling. Every now and then, something feels off about the way she speaks. She doesn't change tone, but you feel as though there's more about her than she lets on.
What's the pilgrimage you're talking about?
It's just something poor Forberg kids do every spring. To pass the time, we walk the entire length of Boogie Street, up to Jamrock, or as much as possible.
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? It's a little bewildering.
Let's say I haven't been down Boogie Street.
Okay, then you should go and take a look, I guess. Boogie Street is cool. It's got a lot of immigrants and all kinds of different people.
I might do that if I make it there alive.
Yeah, I hope you do.
And the others?
Who do you want to know about?
What is the deal with Egghead?
What do you mean?
What do you think he's doing when he yells all that stuff?
Oh, that. He's the party boy.
He's told me as such. What exactly is a party boy?
Melodic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offence if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me.
Pachoo, swish. Your credentials as the resident future man of Revachol are being questioned. Show her you're hip with the times, Gramps.
No offense, but go on.
Anyway, even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? To urge things on. That's where the party boy comes in. He basically just stands on the stage and dances and yells how awesome everything is. It's very catchy.
Oh.
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them. Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you sneeze, or yawning makes you... Anyway.
Looks around, a little embarrassed enthusiasm with this interjection. Aww, Kim. Where's he from? How long has he been with you guys?
Actually, we don't know where he's from. Or who he is, really. One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Forberg. Or maybe even Coal City. I can't remember. Maybe it was Coal City.
The worst of the banlieues. A wretched heap of closed-down mines, even west of Jamrock, on the dusty slope of Montmartin, the remotest possible area of Revachol. No one even wants to exploit those people anymore.
Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning, all night long. Just kept yelling until he didn't have a shred of voice left. When the sun came up over the mines... There were mines? Yeah, it was in Coal City. Egg came with us. He made this wheezing puppy dog sound all the way back. Couldn't even speak.
I can imagine.
It was definitely Coal City, because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. He just wheezed the whole way. We never really asked why he came with us, or who he was. I think his name is Jermaine.
All right.
People are sweet.
You can see it must have been a great night. The memory causes her to go silent for a moment or two.
No.
You wish you'd been there.
Tell me about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
What about Taigo?
Oh, the crab man. Still gives me the creeps the way he moves. But he doesn't actually come down that much, just climbs around the rafters. I just tried to stay away from the crab man. But he talks to Noid. They seem to have some thing going on.
Talks to Noid, what for?
Beats me. Noid said they get along somehow. They're both crazy enough, I guess.
What does he do up there?
Who knows? He doesn't really answer our questions, see? Not that it's easy to ask them. What are we supposed to do, yell up at the tower?
Yeah, about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
Tell me about Suna.
Oh, she's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much. I'm not really sure how to vibe with her, you know? Seems like she's not in a very good mood most of the time.
Yeah.
But earlier today, she told me about Welkins. And she seemed oddly happy, like she had some idea with those little creatures. Some artistic idea. I didn't really listen, I was busy with my mic.
And Andre?
Andre? He's a cool guy. Doesn't really come off as one, but he is. To me, at least. He takes care of shit. Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. For what life should be, you know? He tries to push things until everything falls into place. He's an organizer.
Was he organized?
Nothing. But then again, there's nothing to organise around here either. He really wants this church thing to work. Must have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it was an augury. I don't know where he got that from. Andre's not super intelligent. I've never seen him so psyched about anything though. And he's often psyched. Looks sort of desperate, like it's his last chance or something. Or maybe he was just high.
Maybe.
I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know?
On life?
Yes. Anyway.
Is Andre your boyfriend?
Yes.
Could be his balding. Yeah, tell me about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
Just tell me about yourself.
Me? Again?
Yeah, tell me about yourself.
I told you, I'm a silver bird.
There's that phrase again. Really reminds you of something.
So what does that mean?
It means I don't answer questions about myself.
What are you gonna latch on? What am I not seeing?
Alright. There is.
Yeah, fair enough.
Thank you.
Get some other
Sure.
questions. Ugh. That's all for now.
You got us in, cop. I can't believe you got us in.
Yeah.
With wonder in his sharp eyes.
Between you and me, I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority.
No.
You came through for the hardcore underground.
Yes, you really came through for the hardcore underground. How come?
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame, but still quite ungainly shapes on the church floor, sweating profusely. Estelle using her contact mic to listen to a tree underwater. The one with the large head is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass window behind him is rattling from the bass. Sire, the tent. 'Twas a security risk. And in here, sanctuary. 'Twas only noble of you.
Better here than in the tent. Wasn't safe.
Okay.
What he means is, you're right, actually. The tent was a safety hazard, and this place was deserted anyway.
What did Tygo tell you about the church?
The Crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things. Things that give off bad signs. As far as we can tell, the Ubies built this place about 320 years ago as a sarcophagus.
And there's bodies here?
Not like a literal sarcophagus. I'm just being metaphorical.
What's it for?
Encasement, confinement, of something they were afraid of. Something new and unheard of on the Isla. I think that's what the Crabman is experiencing when he climbs around upstairs.
Yeah, the point of nothingness.
Like, this is some old world shit the Ubies had heard about. I thought the best way to deal with it was to build a church, surrounding it, to contain it.
I don't get it. Contain what
I
exactly?
don't know. And it's not something they properly understood either, what it does. But it's what this Sona person is looking for, and trying to measure. It'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. People like that always want to measure everything. All those things they really can't.
I mean, it's hard to measure nothing, but you can measure the something around the nothing.
The wood creaks as a gale blows by. Outside, dust particles fall through the darkness, settling down on the age-bleached floorboards. The structure does not feel particularly durable.
This building seems less than structurally sound.
No, it's pretty fucking unsound if you ask me. They should have built a club for Nordic music around it instead. Nordic music will definitely contain whatever we're dealing with.
Right.
And if it can't, well...
What makes you think Zoom's gonna fail?
Seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like substance.
Found a Doom commercial area in Martinez proper. Maybe it's the same thing Ubi's trying to contain?
Like a concentric ring spreading out. The struggling villages. And that is what caused the communards to fail in defending the beachhead. Yeah, a lot of failure has gone down around here.
Think there's any merit to the theory?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's not a thing we can answer, Copman. Even I have limits. I'm a limited psi person.
Well, if it's without substance, I guess there's nothing to worry about.
Maybe you can figure things out, Copman. I think we got on a good level here. The signs are syncing up well.
What do you think about the church?
It's a miracle of carpentry. Dead bodies carved into total shapes. Now it can be something more.
How do you like the glasswork?
I don't. Fuck are giving me the evil eye.
You wanted to get inside the church and now you don't like the stained glass window.
I didn't know it was in here. We have to get rid of it. Dismantle it. Can't dance with a giant mass murderer looking at ya. Not a good look for the club.
Mellow, man, mellow. No one's a mass murderer. This is a house of love.
Mass murder on the floor!
I'm not a big fan of resettlement programs. You say she was, human?
I like this question, Copman. She did not live the life of a human. She lived like someone who's playing a game. The life of an operator. That's not the life that humans live. She was adored. Humans aren't. I don't know about you, but they hate me. And they do not think I'm innocent or some shit like that.
Yeah, they hate this too.
Well, they loved her. They put all their love in her and forgot all about the rest of us.
Yeah, I'm done talking about her. Don't think I want to think about her anymore.
What a strange choice of words. Caustic. Overflowing with negativity. That can't be healthy. What's happening here? Why do you keep coming back to this window?
I don't know.
Well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't come back to this anymore. Stop talking about it, please.
How do you think this church is? Over 300?
That's right. The first settlers built it, plus 6 more like it, on the coast here. Was one of the first things they did. Must have been really scared of something, but I understand. Alone on an uninhabited archipelago, forced to face themselves and nature. Pre-industrial quantities of solitude. The sea, perhaps something more fundamental.
He means something paranatural. He must...
I would want to build a safe place for myself and my own as well.
More fundamental, you mean the sound anomaly?
Maybe. Maybe they were unable to face the nature of the world, perishing.
Say you're a carpenter yourself.
I don't say much anything as a carpenter anymore. They tried to make me into a reckoner and a leveller. Made me a bit manic, I regret the time I dedicated to that profession. and that worker collective. I say things more as a member of the hardcore side dance community these days.
Not gonna ask me how I knew?
Why? You're a cop. I carry carpentry tools.
That makes sense. How are you settling in?
Hard to say, cop man. Signs in here are distinctly wild. Gonna take a while before everything's properly synced. I did get to talk to the crabman though.
Tiago?
Anyway, he's been giving me kind of a psychic rundown of this place. He'd seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us.
Me and all of his mother's love stuff isn't too spooky for you?
Have you been listening to what Egg's been saying? Love is hardcore, man. And the mother's love is the hardest core of all. The man picks up on stuff. And he knows a lot about the church. I got a lot to learn from him.
Alright.
Good thing you didn't squash him.
Why are you so suspicious about everything?
Suspicious people are esoteric people. We don't go around spilling everything to Johnny Law. They don't call me Noid for nothing. It took us setting out for this whole enterprise to get our science synced.
Why are you called Noid anyway?
It's short for paranoid.
Oh. What are you suspicious of?
It'd be easier to list stuff I'm not suspicious of. I'm not suspicious of sound and colour. Mechanics and chemistry also have a trueness about them. Most anything else deceives. Wants to steal your life away.
This is a good, dangerous line of questioning. You should prod him on.
What are the most suspicious things?
I don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of, but if I had one, the left-right complex would be number 1. Number 2 would be their sole accomplishment, the pig-wheat paradigm.
Something is off here. You feel like it should be the other way around.
Don't you need the left-right paradigm and the pig-wheat complex?
No. Politics is an inert complex of daily corruption and inane think pieces. The real paradigm is economic, and it concerns pig and wheat. This is where the innovation happens. It's only a theory. I suspect they're breeding a pig-wheat hybrid. Probably in Grad.
Tell me more about the left-right
I
business.
prefer not to. Both ask the wrong questions. Any spark of light from either one is accidental. Their combined movement's only concern is producing enough pig and wheat for everyone. The end goal of humanity. The original mistake was assuming that words have more being than bodies. That's what led us astray. Far from our true lives, but we may yet find a way back.
Whatever this true life is, you feel it's the real centerpiece of this mythology.
Suspicion about the production of pork and wheat.
It's our only shit. We should make better use of not being animals or cereal grain ourselves.
What's so bad about cereal grain? Having enough food could be a precursor for greater things. What's bad about animals? Animals are cute.
Nothing. Animals are cool, guys. I like animals too, but that doesn't mean I have to be one myself.
Certainly was stimulating. I want to ask something about else now.
His eyes flicker.
Imagine true life. What would that be like?
The life is true if it's free from fear, an internal division among oneself and others. Mankind has seeds of greatness in it. A germinal will come, a return to trueness. It will be hardcore.
And how would you go about returning to this true life?
Beats and bright lights to shatter falsehoods. Nerve impulses for the collective body. We are very much alike in basic structure. An hard enough beat would awaken everyone to a truer calling. In unity.
Just like that. The speed freak is right in your face. His eyes burning. His comrades look on worriedly. The young man is dead serious about this. Rejection of the right-left axis. Emphasis on unity. Appreciation of some primordial mode of being. What does that remind you of?
Sort of like fascism then.
Nationalism, militarism, racism, and emphasis on a leader character are totally absent in hardcore.
Fair enough. Just making an observation.
He picks up a wrench and scratches his head with it, unaroused by fascism.
You keep mentioning hardcore. What does that mean to you?
Utmost dedication. Thoughts from the spinal cord. It's a potent superlative as well.
Right.
The term also signifies certain varieties of pornography that depict penetration, just so you know.
True.
Egghead usually has a better concept of the hardcore. He just really likes saying hardcore.
Right.
Hardcore!
Term hardcore suggests a strain of pornography depicts penetration. Know that?
That's a pretty hardcore coincidence, don't you think?
Yeah!
So you're advocating a noise-based society.
Many non-Occidental cultures share a beat at their art. Thus, they are closer to true hardcore life. There's just never been enough of them, and they had to rely on some extremely basic percussion.
I know this this game exists in a world that's not our own, but yeah, dividing things into Occidental and Oriental is still a little here. Let's change the subject.
Oh yeah, sure thing.
What's with the clothes?
They're hardcore.
Alright then.
Just a style, you know.
Take care, Noid. Yeah, 2 skill points. Nice. 1 hour and 27 minutes to consider myself. Ah, that's good. Been brought to your attention that you're an alcoholic. Sickness, killing you. Crying on your knees to your life, booze filled belly dragging on the ground. Praise is now fuzzy and in overdrive. Maybe you can quit. That actually sounds like something I should internalize. -2 physical instrument, though, while I'm researching it. So I brought that to 0. Okay. See, art in the world. Getting more health isn't the worst thing in the world. Alright, Alright, I got 5 in perception, so... Composure does seem to be a good thing to, yeah, let's level up our composure.
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched.
Like a magnesium in me?
Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
So I need to mag it sideways.
Mag it sideways? What are you talking about? You need to mag it up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already, and the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium.
Saying I need to become a magnesium-based life form.
Yes. If you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to transcend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system.
Right. Generally understood, human beings are carbon-based life, using little carbon tubes to form structures capable of thought, love, locomotion. Also known that structures need to take the edge off by consuming ethanol, amphetamine, in such cases, or supplement your body with magnesium. Tired? Mag it down. Mag time, down, mag time. Liver damage, maximum mag. Some say magnesium doesn't really do anything and you just need to quit. What do we tell them? Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we are going to call it here. It's definitely been fun. We managed to help out a lot in the church. Don't want to go to the island just yet. Seems like we're getting close on finding out more stuff about ourselves, which would be nice. But yeah, I think I'm going to set up a raid there, and yeah, when we come back, Dragon Quest IV. Have a good one, folks.